talking to our gardener, and he told me about this great college called Capel Manor, and I did some summer schools and I spent quite a lot of time there. And at the end of it, I was just totally hooked. And it's really accelerated out of all control, really.
British expatriates living here, so there's no shortage of homes to invade.
Well, I'm really excited because I get to make my own truly Mallorcan garden for the very first time. Oh,
Cacti
lovely.
really do come in all shapes and sizes, don't they?
They do, don't they?
They just?
Beautiful. And there's a lovely aloe vera.
Aloe vera, yeah.
Oh, it's quite a dangerous looking something that you can do here in Mallorca. And that's why we planted this lovely evergreen tree. Has pretty waxy white flowers, followed by these fruits, which would soon go orange. Ayers Rock.
Yes, indeed.
Isn't it?
Very Australian. Good start.
And that was your choice, isn't it?
Yes, I picked that.
Excellent. So off to a good start. We'll come and meet the invaders.
Fantastic.
Invaders, this is Emma them up, and we'll put some nice tropical planting. This is the area where they'll actually be able to entertain, and we're going to plant a nice roost or some tropical tree there. Excellent. This is our boulder garden. Nice bit of low maintenance planting here. Just got this Yucca variegata here.
Simone and Heaven.
Hello.
You've got Simone helping you. You, Chuck, questions. Go, 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 go. They're going to be so difficult.
Marvellous. Right, Simone, I think we need to get this grass up because it's a rope. We're going to get a tyre and it's going to be somewhere for Dylan to swing to his heart's content. This shed we're going to make into a log cabin. We're going to extend it too, make it take in the fragrance and, you know, perhaps touch it and sit here. And so it's a lovely plant. I love lavender. And again, this needs a good old trim after it's flowered. And once we're going to have some raised vegetable beds for Charlie. Not too large, just large enough so he can just reach over and do a bit of weeding and tend to his vegetables. So Charlie, I know you like growing vegetables. Excellent. Here's our veranda on our colonial decking and pergola area. This is where Kailash can come and really chill out. Keep them in conservatories, but they're fairly hardy outdoors, just so long as you protect the plant during the worst of the winter months. What you do is you get some straw and wrap the trunk.
Yeah, she needs, flowery, pretty, again, low maintenance things that will grow without getting out of control.
Exactly. I'm going to put this at the front of the barrel because it likes to be just at about 10 centimetres deep of water. These marginal plants, just a planting challenge.
Yeah, he just told me to plant what I wanted in that pot, so
you had quite
that's what I did.
You had a big choice here.
I did, yeah, but I decided to keep it simple, just plain white.
That remains we're going to extend over to the fence, and then we're going to erect a pergola over it because it's such a hot garden. They do need some shade, and then a step up into a new patio area where they can. Right, so what we've got here is a totally dismantled water feature that might sound a pretty good job, but as you saw before, it was all a bit of a clutter. It didn't look very natural. Have you got two? Is it?
Yeah, there's another one there.
Excellent.
Only a pair.
One for Steph.
I haven't got a table, but we've got these two.
Brilliant. Okay, take those. I think we might. Right now, Paul, why don't you get some guys and take these conifers out? They can come out first. Rick, why don't you get some grass up just behind here, and we need to get the path up. We're doing some cleaning.
Yes.
Excellent. Right, well, we've got this lovely weeping birch here with this lovely white stem, which looks ever so grubby. So I was wondering if you get some hot soapy water.
It's for you.
Oh, excellent.
There you go, nice smellies.
Yeah.
Where will they go?
In the sunnier side of the garden, certainly not in this shady area that I'm this Vinca major. It's a real thug in a small garden. It's not really a good choice for a small garden, and I would certainly say if you were thinking about getting ground cover, maybe choose something else. Beautiful, that can go right over there near the patio. Thanks, Richard. Brilliant ferns for our seating area. Now this is where I've been clearing with all the Vinca major.
I've got where to do, so I've got
focal
the
point. Hey?
Yeah, not a bad job. Now we
job.
are giving you a chance to redeem yourself from that disastrous start.
After the kids.
It is somewhere I can chill out.
Somewhere you can chill out and have a nice glass of something.
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
There
you go.
You won't be having any of that, girl, until later. Let me tell you and I
Right
questions.
outside Nikki's back door is a perfect place to have the patio. It's southwest facing, which means it has the sun on it all day, and more particularly at the end of the day, which is perfect for Nikki. This is really good. This is our swing, and much better looking version than the ones that you can go and buy down at the toy shop. And we're going to place Bark on the bottom.
Kim Wilde.
Hello.
Stuart and Carol.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
These two are very keen gardeners who've been doing it together.
The materials turning up, but one of the things that we can get on and do is plant these fantastic apple trees. I've decided to put the orchard here, up in this sort of point of the garden, which will...
Both in here, look. Look at that, you see? Can hardly see, and if you pull it really...
I'm a married woman.
Yeah, there we are.
Invaders.
Hello. Oh, Kim, they've got terrible geopathic stress in their garden.
Oh my goodness me. Well, maybe we should try some here to just dismantle this wall even more, save some of the bulbs.
Will do.
That'd be great.
Cheers.
And what we have over here is our seating area. We've chosen a circular theme, so surround them with pedal stones.
Right.
And we may even put some plants into that too if we have some left, but that's the task.
Leave it in my capable hands, it'll be done in
It's all going really well in the garden here. We've taken all the grass from about 2 metres from the patio all the way round in this rather lovely sweeping curve. And
Bit
beyond
of a problem around the front, Chuck.
Why?
4 questions down, only 1 right, 3 wrong. All right?
Yeah.
So I've got my fingers crossed. All right, now.
Good job too.
This is quite special, isn't it? Because it's not your average honeysuckle, this.
It's not, no. In fact, it's one of my favourite honeysuckles. It's a honeysuckle shrub.
What are you going to do in this garden today?
Wow, well, there's nowhere to sit, is there? You need a patio, I think.
We do.
Or somewhere to sit, yeah.
Well, you've got Bob, but you've got to make sure he finishes the
The
job.
patio's coming on really nicely now, right up on this top terrace here, surrounded by the great big lumps of Yorkstone. So there's a lot of Yorkstone in the garden. And we've got our lovely little retaining...
Big apple wall, fantastic. New York, sorry.
New York stone walling.
New York stone walling.
Oh,
Yep.
Yorkshire stone.
That's the one we're looking for.
Remove the animals, I think, because it's going to get very noisy and very busy in the garden. So, guys, if you could just go and remove rabbit and guinea pig to next door for a little... Well, tell me a bit about this frame.
Yeah, just put the frame, knock the frame together, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut some legs for it and raise it off the ground so it'll slow down the moisture.
Yellow.
Yeah, we've sort of gone for a sort of complementary colour scheme. So lots of you know, violet and yellow, sort of really singing together. Slightly more sort of stick. A really ancient old oak tree that at some point in the past has fallen over, been chopped off, and there are brand new ones replaced it, just doing rather nicely up there. This beautiful old dead tree, and we're going to use these as sculptures in the garden. What we'll do is we'll dig some holes, put a bit of concrete in, and have them standing proud, Stonehenge, not very good for nutrients and moisture retentiveness, you know, and the plants really need that.
The big thing about this garden as well for me is there's been a lot of chainsawing going on.
Yeah.
That is a job that...
You know, I'd just come out of art college. I had a second-hand jacket on, a dinner jacket in fact, and a stripy top that I got from an Oxfam, or probably a jumble sale I got that top from, and some jeans. Now, I wasn't actually leather girl, I was more jean girl, you know.
Ik weet nog dat ze volgens mij in haar eerste clip had ze...
Under your feet, can't remember the rest of the words. I've forgotten the mass.
Heute lebt die Sängerin mit ihrer Familie auf diesem Anwesen bei London. Am liebsten arbeitet sie in ihrem Garten.
So we've looked at the climbers first, and we have got this evergreen ivy over here, which has splashes of yellow in. Yes. Sulphur heart it is. There's already a deciduous one here, this Boston ivy, but these will of course fall after they go delicious crimson colours in the autumn.
Is that what you call a Virginia creeper?
Where's the trousers?
We've got a hell of a rosemary bush in ours.
Oh, I bet you have.
OK, you're going to plant him.
Right, so what I was going to do, Fern, is you're going to help me get this plant out.
Yes.
If I just hold it and you just pull that pot if you can. Yeah. Don't know if you can.
Oh gosh, we need a bit longer.
It is, and actually it's I mean, it's a really good time to lay a lawn right now. We've got plenty of moisture in the air, it's nice and wet. Yes. And if you don't want to do it now, why don't you get round to doing it in the autumn? But now's a really good time to do it.
Don't do it high summer.
Don't do it high summer. And
No, we could do so much in a week.
I know. So
have you had much help? I mean,
well, a fantastic team. I have to say, hats off to the Pauls and everyone else that's been helping the garden. So it's been a real team.
And all your ideas as well. You know, so well done.
I disappear for 2 minutes and you're sitting down.
Sitting on a park bench. I'm just about to carve our names on the tree behind.
Kim Wilde. Now, what do you think of the recreation?
It's wonderful to see it again and see it put to some sort of practical use. It's just where it should be. Behind is Wendy Parry's Peace Centre, and maybe it'll draw more people here to find out what's going on. It's life, really. Early in the 80s, he and my brother Ricky started writing songs, and the first song they wrote for me was a massive hit. If you're 20-something, it's the best job in the world, which is probably
Wilde, obviously. So, did you actually get to see yourself at the time?
Well, I was watching a movie with the children and with Hal, and a nice, quite nice.
Will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera.
We're going to sort of create that feeling, almost sort of like a beach scene here. The wildlife pond, well, you know, that's kind of loosely describing it. We're going to have to just revamp it a bit. We could do with a few more of those plants.
Yeah.
And this is your chance to get back some of the ones that you haven't got before. And this is your challenge. If you do this well, then we get all just, and there's several pieces of it too. And here we've cut up a sleeper. Now this is going to extend the theme from the decking area where we've used sleepers on 4 corners. And this kind of...
Do the quiz work, so you can do the gardening work with it.
See you later. Yeah, good luck with that. Excellent, Gary. Well, we've got a really interesting space here, and there's lots of stuff that needs clearing, so we'll do that first. Brilliant, really good. So we've got our fish pond here, the eye of our giant fish that we're creating. And what's this? Is this a marginal shelf?
Yeah, it's for the
Steve's already got a mature Escallonia shrub that's really doing a very good job there, screening the salt-laden sea breezes coming in from the coast. And we're going to bolster that up here.
I'd love to incorporate it somewhere in the garden.
Well, we will. So meanwhile, what you can do is carry on with this weeding. These marigolds are very sweet, but I think what you can do is just put them in pots. I think we'll have them theme, and I think Alan and Ingrid will both really enjoy that. We're going to give them a little boardwalk onto it, a little jetty. And then here we're going to have some paving. The olive tree.
Yeah.
All the plants.
She's done well on the challenge, so we won back some of the plants.
Yeah.
These and a few ground covers as well. Hello.
Fishy artefacts.
Nautical business.
Yes, I mean that's a common thing in gardens, you know, the narrow borders at the edge of the garden, then a great big load of grass or patio or something.
Yeah.
And what you have here is far too much beds, which are a really good way of getting around it. And this one is going to be a mini bog environment for this fantastic plant here, Gunra manicata. We're going to plant it in...
One or 2 more pots, quite large, so for these we'll be able to use
Go
them.
get them.
Okay.
Oh, and then you have to go and get Gail ready for the big moment.
Okay, I'll do that.
Oh, we're really sailing by the skin of our teeth.
Oh, we are a bit.
Is it?
Where's Kimbo? Kimbo! Meet Dawn and John.
Hi.
Certified gardening no-hopers, as you can tell by looking around yourself.
Standing in a square courtyard, and that will be surrounded by cobbles, also in an outer square, and then we'll be putting blocks of planting within that. Very simple. Hello.
How's it going? Listen, I've got a few plants
excellent.
for you there.
Beautiful.
Couple of examples.
Lovely. Well, we'll put that in the garden. That's another fatsia. We've got one over there, actually, which is a bit... Jory's invested in tons of gravel in the garden here, but as you can see, it's turned into a giant cat litter. It's not very healthy at all. So hey, Carl, how are you getting on?
Hi there. Not too bad so far. We're just getting the ground ready for putting the screening up.
Brilliant. And you're trying to get this pole out. You've been at it all off.
I've been struggling with this one. Yeah.
Sushi lasagna kind of garden. That's great. Tasty, tasty, tasty.
Listen, you know, variety is the spice of life, mate.
n'a qu'à en prendre de la graine.
J'ai conçu 50 jardins ces 3 dernières années. Des petits, des grands, et j'ai même remporté des prix.
Kim s'est donc mise au vert en devenant jardinière, mais pour tout le monde, elle reste avant tout une icône des années 80.
Honey, you look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
Fabulous.
I feel great. All my kids are here.
How are you? How many?
4.
4.
Füllte und den alle haben wollten.
Ich erinnere mich daran, dass einige Zeitschriften uns gegenüberstellten. Kim Wilde gegen Nena. Aber immer wenn wir uns trafen, haben wir uns super verstanden.
But every time we met, we got on like a house on fire. We met a few months ago in Berlin.
Wir haben uns vor ein paar Monaten in Berlin getroffen und sie hat mich gefragt, ob ich bei ihrem Konzert mitmache. Ich war zuerst etwas unsicher, aber sie war ganz aufgeregt und sagte, bitte. Ich konnte einfach nicht Nein sagen zu Nena, weil sie so süß ist und so nett.
She's lovely.
nice. So why just walk away from it?
Well, it happened when I met Hal, my husband, 6 years ago, and I was 36 then, and I'd been waiting from the knight in white, you know, the shining armour, the whole bit, and I'd waited till that long, and all of a sudden he came into my life, and I just thought, oh, this is... The thing I think about when I think of spring is the chance to get out into the vegetable garden and get my seeds in, and just like every other vegetable grower, I have to stop myself from getting out there too soon, and I think even now, yet again, I've put the carrots in too soon. Because every day I go out, and I've been doing it for a few weeks now, and they're not coming up, so I've clearly... She's only like 2 or 3 things. I think in essence, really, the children, they just love everything that goes round with it. When I got the call... Resolutions, yeah. This year I'm going to make a resolution, which sounds a bit selfish, but as a mum, and I think any mum watching would understand, I've got to the point, really, where I've got to start making...
Sometimes I wish someone could. It's all about